3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Isaiah Bagnah, and welcome to the Realist. Man, today we got my man, Jake Brandon, of course. You know what I'm saying? And we got Kev in the booth, man. You know what I'm saying? Before we start, shout out Chubby's in Orem, man. They get you right with anything you need, man. They got all types of food. They got burgers. They got Philly cheesesteaks. They got everything you could ask for. And if you're feeling a little healthy, man, you on a little diet, you try to cut down the calories. They even got really good salads. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, check them out if you're ever in town or in the area. So once again, thank you, Chubby's Orem. They do a lot for me and a lot of other guys. So, with that being said, man, further ado, let's get up in this episode, man. Last week we had Trey.
Yeah.
We were missing you, bro.
Oh, that's good.
You know, we get it. You know, you were busy and everything like that. But it's good to have you back.
Dude, it's good to be back.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially for this one.
I was going to say, you know, we just finished this good first. Actually, we had a good game this weekend, which you were at. And, yeah, man, I'm excited to talk about this one, truthfully, because I was super excited about it. And literally, like what we were just talking about before we just started this episode, man, like it was probably one of the craziest games that I've ever been a part of. And like obviously, you know, like there's games, you know, where it's like a real dogfight, like it's neck and neck, right? But like, dude, to come in and just whoop on number 13 in the country.
Yeah.
And they're a good team, bro.
I think they're going to win a lot of games.
I agree. In fact, I think they'll be, you know, one of the top in the Big 12 this year.
Their O-line impressed me. I'm an O-line guy. Mm-hmm. Coached it. Was a run game coordinator for a long time. Mm. They moved the line of scrimmage. They got their hat to play side. They had good feet. Yep. They did a lot of things I really liked. But, our defense is legit.
Bro, it's just our defense is
still legit.
Too good, truthfully. And I'm not even trying to, like, gas it up or nothing. Obviously, we have a long ways to go. We're not even scratching the surface of how good we can be. You know what I'm saying? Which in itself is saying a lot. Mm-hmm. However, though, dude, like that offensive line, first of all, I don't think I've ever played against a more athletic offensive line.
Okay.
Like, bro, there was this one play. It was their right tackle. They're like, he was climbing to the Mike backer, Harry. And, bro, Harry's like stacked in a 0, like a 10 or a 0, whatever. So he's over the center. And he's running with the fly, right? So he's literally running. And all I see, you see it on film, dude. The right tackle just dead sprint, just shh. And he caught up with Harry, bro, and pushed him up like to their sideline, bro. Crazy. And like
they're good, man.
I was like, holy shit, this guy can move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I remember I was just I was running back and like Harry was like, dude, how much do you weigh? He's like, I'm 298 right now. I'm like, bro, you're telling me 300 pounds.
Moving that fast.
He's moving that fast? That's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, so yeah, that just kind of goes to saying like just how athletic they are. But like, bro.
But dude, Jay Hill had you guys ready. You had a lot of stops, even short yardage stops against a good old line. Like, Coach Hill had you guys ready to go.
We were filling gaps, setting that. Well, there was a few plays where we didn't set the edge. Scheme, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, and like some guys, you know, you doing your own stuff out there, you know what I mean? Younger guys, you know, but they just need to get used to it. You know, it's still early in the season. They'll get it, but.
We're playing a lot of younger guys.
A lot.
And early in games. I'm not talking garbage time. I'm talking.
No, like.
Big plays, important.
Big plays,
important.
Tommy. Yeah, literally. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Tommy, that scoop and score was pretty cool.
Yeah.
In fact, I was like, we were watching it all over again today in our meetings and stuff like that. And like, it was Maury and Tommy there. And Maury was about to pick it up. And like, you could see like, he saw Tommy, like, he kind of just let us, yeah, you can
go for it.
Go for it, man. Take that. Because obviously nobody's, you know, hey, scoop and score, man. We call it city and country. City, obviously, when it's fumble, there's people around, you just jump on it. This country, nobody, hey, you pick it up, scoop and score, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're all like, country. You know what I'm saying? More just like, let's go, man. It was so cool to see, man.
Yeah. I think blocking like, on that was nice, too.
It was.
You guys all caravanned him right into the end zone.
Yeah.
And like we had some of those like box outs too. Like some people like that was
Dude,
textbook.
That's one thing that I'm extremely impressed about with this team, bro, is because like on all our returns, you even think about like in Wyoming, the kickoff return that we had with Keelan, the punt return that we had with Parker, bro, you know, like last weekend, even on our turnovers, you know, when we get the picks and everything like that, we have not had a penalty once.
Yeah, discipline.
Not no blocking the bag, not no, you know, unsportsmanlike, none of that, bro. It's very disciplined. Truthfully, like, yeah, it's just like you should be expecting that, but like, truthfully, it's, you know, pretty rare to have that many scenarios and that many, you know, cases where, you know, there's not a flag on the ground.
Is that Kelly teaching that up on special teams and that, or is that just overall team mentality, selfless, be disciplined, do your job? Like what do you attribute that to?
So it definitely is overall, you know, just part of everybody, like our team's identity, truthfully, just being disciplined and, you know, just doing the right thing, honestly. However, though, it's a direct result from Kelly, like being in there. And of course, you know, Kalani's in there, like stressing it and stuff like that. But in our special teams meeting, like we have everybody up in there, right? And like to start off the meeting, he'll like, you know, give scenarios in the past or from other teams being like, look at this, like this is what we won't do, this is what we can't do, and this is how you know, block a certain person in this position, you know what I'm saying? Like the box out when you're out of phase is what we call it. So you don't block in the back or cheap shot. Like literally, like, dude, there's a whole bunch of different cool little techniques. Literally, like I was telling you about how, like, why I'm so interested in special teams, because this is the type of stuff that like I've been learning, you know, and what he'd be emphasizing. So it's really cool, man. But yeah, it's a direct correlation, I think, to just what we've emphasized in the off season. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dude, Coach Hill did a good job, because that punt return team that we had on, it was just our defense.
Yeah,
it was just safe punt.
Yeah,
it was literally our starting defense out there. And obviously Parker was.
Yeah. You swap a safety for Parker.
Absolutely right. But so with that being said, dude, like we like our defense did that. Guys who aren't even on punt
specialists. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So it was just really cool to see, man. And
how about our boy Glasker leading? Like I know Parker had to start, got an extra 30 yards out of his system first. But Glasker started up sooner, came back, caught up, and then trailed him, and then led the way. He started
all the way from the front, and he ran all the way back to Parker. And then he ran all the way. He literally ran like 150 yards that play.
Yeah.
160 or something like that. It was crazy. But yeah, literally, dude. And he was moving.
And Glasker's not a little dude. No, he's a big old boy, and he was just right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Moving, bro. He made a good block, especially at the start of the return once Parker, you know, started hitting the bend around the goal line. Bro, I'm seeing this. I'm running. Let's just take a second to talk about this play.
Yeah, because you're on the field, right?
Yeah, literally. I'm right there, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, right? So I'm running, you know, it's just like a, you know, whatever. I'm going to just go force the kick, and then I'm going to run back, try to find some work, and whatever happens, happens. You know, honestly, I'm kind of expecting him just to fair catch it, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a deep kick, you know what I'm saying? This punter, truthfully, he's very erratic with his kicks and his, you know, aim points. You know, you really don't know what to expect, so I'm kind of just like.
And you got the whole defense out there.
Yes, right? So I'm like, I'm not expecting too much.
Right.
But anyways, I'm still running back, you know me. I'm just trying to make contact with somebody. I'm just trying to hit somebody. So I'm like running down, looking for somebody, and then like I see him in the corner of my vision, I see Parker, and I see him like running backwards for the ball. And I'm like,
let it go.
Bro, just let it go. It's literally about to go out, you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to either go back to the end zone or shoot. Hey, if we start on the 3-yard line, the 4-yard line, hey, offense, you got to go do your thing, man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's safe punt, man. It's not that big of a deal. And then he catches it. Well, he doesn't catch it, first of all. It bounces.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, because I see him turn and sprint for it. I'm like, oh, okay. Here we go, man. I pray that you don't get lit up right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing these boys sprinting for him. Like, they're out for blood. and like I'm like I make contact with the left shield, and I'm kind of like just have my hand on him. I'm like, oh shit! Like I see him bust out. Like I see Zay hit a kid, bro, and then I see Jack hit a kid, and then I just see open air.
Yep.
And PK just hauling, and then Isaiah is in front of him hauling. I'm like, whoa, we might have something here. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I see John just kind of like stop and just like, you know, getting people's way, and then, you know, they made it to like the 50-yard line or something like that, the 40. They're 40.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm running too. I'm like, shoot, I'm trying to find work. You know what I mean?
You got back to that sideline.
I did.
I watched you.
And then, but like, dude, I'm gassed. We were all gassed, right? And like, I'm like, dude, I gotta find somebody. And I see this one dude, bro. I think it was the right shield actually, or their PP or something. And truthfully, I wish I can pull it up. But like, if you see it, man, he's like low key close. Like if he dove in, if he was like, if I wasn't there, just like even just get a little bit, which I did. All I did was just because I didn't want to block in the back or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of pushed his shoulder to take him off his angle, and then, bro, shoot, next thing you know, what was it? Swerve. J-Rob came in and like hit that lineman, bro. It was crazy, and then got to the end zone. The rest is history, man. The craziest. One of the craziest plays I've ever been a part of. Even though I didn't really do anything crazy, just being a part of it and just watching the whole sequence, insane, dude.
Yeah.
So loud in there, too.
Swerve is one of those guys who doesn't care if it's a lineman or running back or receiver.
That's one thing I love about him, bro. And, like, obviously, you know, you've seen kind of, like, you know, spurts of that from, like, last year, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But, like, this year, he's really, like, hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend, he hit some dudes, like, and it's not no, like, he's hitting him in the chest, but, like, bro, like, missile, like some Max Tooley things in the thighs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, enough to, like, break somebody's shin.
He had 8 tackles, second on the team.
8 tackles.
Yep. 4 solo.
4
Yes.
solos.
Against Kansas State, like Avery Johnson on the edge, sometimes you have to make that tackle, and you guys have been doing it this year.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? He's doing really good, bro. And I love to see that. And it just comes with confidence and obviously growing. You know, he's stronger now, bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, but it was so crazy. It was awesome to be out there. It's such a cool vibe. You know, the whole stadium was jumping. Loud, bro. So loud.
Is that the loudest you'd ever heard LaBelle?
Yep.
It's got to
Absolutely. It
be
was
top
definitely the loudest.
5 in my lifetime. Easily top 5. Probably top 3 in my lifetime.
Yeah, it's probably like the third loudest third or fourth loudest game I've ever been a part of.
Dude, I remember going
Hands
back.
down.
I've got memories of Ty Detmer playing there. So we're going back to early 90s, late 80s that I've been to games. I have not missed that many. I missed, 12 from my mission?
Yeah.
That's about it. And I'm telling you, that's got to be top 5 easily.
Yeah.
Loudest. And it was the way, dude, that it just like, it was kind of rapid fire.
Yes.
Like all that stuff unfolded. It was just this barrage.
Bro, crazy, huh?
So
Just a sequence of everything.
There was no like air let out of the stadium.
Yes.
It was just, even like
It kept
halftime was
building,
hyped. Yeah.
Building and building. Even going into the fourth quarter, dude. I'm sitting here looking at the stands. It's just everybody's like doing that thing where they go back and forth, you know, and I'm just like, whoa. We're like whooping that ass right now. And these people are like in it.
Yeah.
Like as if it's tied.
No one's going home early.
Nah,
like
nobody.
You got to
I was like,
live in
wow.
that moment, man.
That's really special. That was special, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's sober too, and it makes it even. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it even better because they really mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These people really mean it.
Definitely the
So-
loudest sober environment you've ever been in.
Hands down, 100%. Yep.
Well, you were at Texas last year.
Yep.
I was at Texas last year. Kevin, were you out at Texas last year? Anyway.
That Texas game was probably one of the loudest games I've ever been.
I thought it was full. Like it was it a sellout? I don't know. It was over 100,000
was-
people.
It was a lot of people, and it was loud.
But I didn't think it was as loud as some of the games I've been to at Lavelle.
Really?
I didn't think so. And I was in lower bowl. I was by some rich people,
Yeah.
lower bowl. So it might have been a little quieter there. Maybe on the field when you got it all coming down at you,
Yeah.
maybe is a little bit louder than what I experienced. But I was there kind of like, oh, dude, at least from the stands perspective, it's a lot louder in the south end zone than it is right here.
Honestly,
So-
that's fair. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Maybe also too, like you also gotta keep in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like Texas wise, I'm in, the heat. You know what I'm saying? Like all the factors around it. I'm in an environment that's obviously not what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So all these different things and like
Humid
so many
too. It was a
people.
humid day.
Exactly right. So like, of course, I'm gonna remember it as being like chaos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like, I live LA, I've played there before, I've experienced it, and I'm not downplaying it whatsoever.
Oh, no.
It's just, with those being said, you know what I'm saying? So, but like, regardless of all that, dude, last weekend, it was definitely, for sure, hands down, the coolest like atmosphere I've ever been in.
Yeah.
The coolest for sure. Probably not the loudest, but the coolest, bro. In fact, I remember there's a lot of points in the game where, I have to communicate with Jack and like Isaiah or like the linebackers here and there, right? And I'm like, bro, what are you trying to tell me? Because like, we'll have plays where we go out there, we decide what play we're gonna do based off their formation, what backs that they have, what tight ends, you know what I'm saying, where they're aligned and stuff like that. And like I'm looking, I'm like, bro, I don't know. And I look back at Jack, I'm like, what is it? He's saying something. I'm like, I cannot hear you, dog. Like I don't know what you're saying, man. Just because it was so loud. It was like obviously a third down, stuff like that. But dude, it was such a cool environment. It was literally, that is what truthfully made me so intrigued about coming here in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really cool. Of course, it was cool, in the past, like last season and even Southern Illinois, truthfully. But like this game, it was one of the reasons why I came here, truthfully.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see, dude. I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's incredible. And like, so just there's a guy in the Coup Connect Discord named Grandpa Tick. We'll shout him out, I guess. But he flew in for the game or traveled for the game. Was staying at the hotel. Bunch of Kansas State fans there.
Dude, a ton.
Yeah, they traveled well.
ton.
Props
I was
to
like, wow,
Kansas State
good for them.
fans. I talked to some all the way from my parking lot into the stadium.
Nice.
Great people. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And he was talking with some people. Then they all went back to their hotels after the game. And then Sunday night, they watched football at the hotel all Saturday. Him and some Kansas State fans. And then Sunday, they're kind of like checking out. He saw him again, I think at breakfast or something. And then he found out, their son was one of the O-linemen, starting O-lineman.
Cool.
I want to say he was right guard. I have to go back and read the post again. But he said, they said, yeah, we've never been to an environment like that before as fans. Our son says he's never played in an environment like that before. He said that he was leaning next to the center and couldn't hear the protections.
Yep.
Like, what you got, a 2-foot split?
It's literally right here.
Yeah. And you can't hear,
right?
Can't hear what protection he's calling. And he said, I had to try and get it from him and pass it to the tackle because there's no way the tackle can hear what's going on. And he said it messed everything up a bunch of times.
Crazy, bro. I've been on that side before.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously on the defense side of it, where it's not as loud, but like, bro, like I'm sitting out there, I'm watching my offense, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they are screwed. These guys are screwed, man, because I can't even hear myself think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what it was like for them, bro. That is wild.
Okay, so someone
Hold on.
Turn your mic
I
on,
was
my
gonna
man.
say, you
My
might
bad.
want to turn your mic up.
Someone who's never played college football before. It seems like the noise would affect both teams equally. But like, why is it when you're at home and they're cheering, it's like great, but like it's both of its noise. How comes one is like awesome and the other one is like
It's terrible.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Truthfully, because it could be both. It could be great and terrible for the defense as well. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, on the offensive side of it,
We
it's not
try
loud.
and keep
Yeah, you
everyone
want-
quiet. Yeah.
everybody kind of like understands, like, all right, let's shut up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Let's let them execute on the defense side of it. Like, bro, like I just told you, man, like there was third downs where I'm like, shoot, I don't even know what play we're running. Well, like obviously I know what play was signaled in, but like there's no communication, so I have to go off what I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he has to just trust that I'm gonna do my job and he's gonna do his. So it's great, but at the same time, it's it could be terrible too. You know what I'm saying? But just on the defense side of it, you just gotta trust. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta trust.
So one thing is, as an offense, one of the main advantages you have is the snap count, especially in the trenches, right? I can if I know if I gotta reach Zay or I gotta do something, I know my first step's gotta be with my right foot outside this. Since I know the snap count on the first of whatever or go, I'm going.
Great get off.
I'm gonna get off real quick and go. Well, if it's so loud I can't hear the snap count or I can't hear a clap, then it goes center snap. So now it's silent snap. You have just neutralized the advantage. You've taken away one of my key advantages as an O lineman, where the defense has to play the ball no matter what. Whether it's deafeningly loud or quiet, they can't go off of the cadence because they'll switch up the cadence, right? So it kind of, at least for an O lineman, it completely neutralizes one of my main advantages. Now I've got to play on it. I've got to play off the movement just like you do. Typically, you're going to be faster than me.
It brings you to my world.
Yep.
Truthfully.
And that's kind of why. Now, the defense, they communicate a lot. The offense can sometimes communicate in the huddle, but if you get up and you have to change protections on the front, and
Especially
I can't.
when we switch and like we stem.
Yeah. Then I can't. I don't know. I hear there's being changes made, but I don't know if I'm sliding left, I'm sliding right. If we're going Bob now, it's like big on big. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's a big problem for O linemen specifically.
Huge problem. So I think, I think you explained it perfectly. Yeah, truthfully. And it's like, welcome to my world, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it, And
that's why O linemen typically, if you just were to pick a guard or pick a tackle and watch them, most of the time they're going to win, right? If you grade it out as a win or a loss. Because the ball's going to be run away, so it's kind of neutral. Or the ball's going to be run inside, and I could just near foot you. It's easy footwork. It's whatever, right? But I know everything that's going on. Once you neutralize that, defense is probably going to win more often than not.
Facts.
So
absolutely. So yeah, but dude, speaking of that too, a little side note, I was watching a film. Well, typically after every game, I come home and like I can't really sleep, so I'll just stay up, watch the film again, like every play, and then sometimes I'll even watch the TV copy. But bro, I'm sitting there watching the film, and like we have 3 different angles, right? The sideline angle, and then I got the south end zone and the north end zone. Anyways, so I got all 3 views, right? And from the what end zone is that? The south end zone, I think. The student section, right?
Yeah, south end zone.
Yep.
Bro, the camera, you can't even see the film. It's like shaking. Because it's going crazy, dude. Like, I'm not just saying, like, on third downs. Like, the entire defensive film was just shaking. I was like, holy smokes, that's insane. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And, dude, honestly, sorry not to cut you off, but I feel bad for whoever has come in, for Arizona. Because they're going to see that film and be like, oh, my goodness. Their offense is going to watch our defensive film and be like, oh, my goodness. We're going into the most hostile environment. Literally.
We can't even see what's happening.
Right? It's crazy, bro.
You know, like, whether the sound's on or off, you know it's coming.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, even ESPN, if you've seen them, they're on giant camera stands with like a gyro counterbalance thing that they were shaking.
Yeah.
Even like on the TV broadcast, like,
that's insane.
those cameras were shaking.
I know, right?
Yeah. It was
so crazy, dude. So, but yeah, awesome experience, man. And, I honestly fully expect it to be like that again.
Yeah.
Honestly, for our next home game after the bye week, stuff like that. And
so how do you guys, as Jay Hill, I assume, has already talked to you guys and told you you're not special and don't buy the hype, don't drink the poison. I don't know what his expression is. He turns. Have you guys had that conversation? Enjoy the win.
Yeah.
Enjoy. We got 24 hours or what time period?
Honestly, it wasn't even like that, bro.
Overnight.
Everybody was kind of just like, all right, we're good. Like, yeah, that was sick. But like, we've been knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a surprise to anybody, truthfully, that we whooped that ass.
I heard that Kalani was like not even, like, obviously he was happy that you guys won, but it wasn't like he was like juiced like you guys had just upset the 13th team in the country. It was just like,
yeah, we know.
That's who we are.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, we all were smiling, dancing after the game. You seen the post, right?
Yeah.
But like, bro, I mean, even on Sunday when you come in for recovery, everybody's just like onto Baylor. Truthfully, man, like hell yeah, we're 4-0, but shoot, we're you know what I'm saying, like. I know it sounds bad, and I don't mean to be like greedy, you know, or maybe it even comes off entitled to some people, but like I looked at the rankings and like I was mad. I'm like, bro, 22, for real. That's sick. Don't get me wrong. I haven't been ranked since freshman year, but like I feel like just the collective standard that we have as a team, bro, like we want to be at least top 10, at least. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. You know, so it's kind of like top 22 is cool and we're 4-0 is cool, but man, like we're just getting started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, honestly, our message today was just, you know, like you see what everybody's starting to, how like the people are starting to switch up now, right? Like you see people like gassing certain guys on the team saying like, oh man, like, where have you been all this time? Yada, yada. And like, bro, we know what we've been doing. We know who we've been this whole time.
You know who's had your back, too.
Exactly.
Who didn't? Because I'm telling you, there was.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it, I'm sure, in the offseason.
I know personally, like, people, reporters, who definitely, you know, shit on us quite a bit. And it's like, now they flipped it completely. Flipped the script. I'm like, bro, look, I'm not even mad at you. Because I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. But, like, it's like, bruh, like, it's their job, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But just for us, bro, it's like, man, like, this is what we know we were going to do. And, like, it's just being hungry and, you know, humble.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're coming back this week and we're going to work even harder, you know, for Baylor. You know, we're an underdog in this game?
I saw that. And it's like a pseudo rivalry. Would you say, Kevin? Pseudo. I wouldn't say it's a full blown rivalry.
I think it's
that.
like I think it's building, kind of like Boise State and BYU. It like kind of was building, and then I don't know. I think it's bringing back up like a crazy home game, but like 2015 with the Hail Mary miracle and then the Kai Nakua pick six. It was like. Oh,
this is a real rivalry.
It's like full-blown hatred because now there's like the scar tissue on both sides.
Yeah.
And I feel like Baylor, like the game, 2 years ago, like that was a moment. And then if this game is close and there's like something crazy that goes down, I feel like we're it's very close.
Yeah. I think part of it is Grimes went to Baylor.
The connection.
Clark Barrington transfers to Baylor.
Caleb Lohner,
that's hoops, but yeah, still
for fans.
For
Caleb
fans, Lohner transfers to Baylor. My gosh, I'm blanking on
Mateos.
Clark's. Well, Mateos is a Grimes guy, so yeah, Mateos goes. Campbell and Clark, I can't remember which one I said first, goes to Baylor, and then if you really know, there was a lot of other guys who like had a foot out the door, kind of, because they were like, oh, they just Grimes people, they just love Grimes. Yeah. And so, and then when they played in 2021 at Baylor, there was big accusations of sign stealing because they were so familiar with each other. Because so then when they come in 2022, they change all the signs and this, and then the other side's mad about. So I don't know. It's not a full blown thing, but I'm telling you, like, I mean, everyone's coming for you every week, right? Like everyone gives you your best.
Absolutely, everybody gives us your best.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like I think there's a little extra incentive just because of that history. I don't know, with everybody. So, and then Gary's going back there. Gary knows everybody.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I hope he gets in there for that game, bro.
Yeah.
I really do. But hey, we'll see. You know, at least for a couple snaps, I say you give it to him. You know. But Jake is, you know, doing his thing.
Jake's playing well.
Jake's doing his thing right now, man. And, like, from a defense standpoint, like, obviously, you know, like, I'm going to sit here and, like, have my opinions, you know, but at the same time, bro, it's like, look, if you go out there and score points, awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just like on, you know, our receiver, our running back, like, John Moa get in there, cool, man, hell yeah.
He looked good, dude.
He looked great, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, everybody still put him behind, you know, LJ, Hinckley, even Miles, you know, like, shoot, they even played Pokai before him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't care who's in, bro. As long as you get the ball moving, that's cool for me, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what he did. So that's why I say from the defense aspect, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know, in my mind, I'm like, bro, honestly, I don't care what the offense does. It's really, like, comes down to what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we have to keep going back in because offense getting 3 and out every single time, shoot, we can go in and they're not going to score a touchdown on us. They might get a field goal, but shoot, 3-0, that's a defensive mindset that is going to win you games.
Well, you saw that with SMU, right? Like the offense had their fair share of struggles.
Yep.
Good field position, bad field position for you guys going out there different times.
Yep.
But it's just like you didn't care. And I don't know if you buy into the whole transitive wins, like different teams on different things, but did you check out the SMU score?
I did.
Did you see how much? Did you see how many points they put up?
I did.
Dude, I watched some of that game.
What
Kevin,
was it, 61? 62?
yeah, it was in the 60s.
Or 66?
66, I think.
Yeah,
66
66
to
sounds worse.
41? 51?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a shootout, but
I
like
think it was 41.
40, yeah.
66 to 41.
Yeah.
that quarterback, is it Jennings?
Yeah.
Looked great.
Yeah.
Their defense scored a touchdown.
There you go.
Okay.
Like they all around they just looked really, really good.
Bro, SMU is not a bad team.
I know.
They are not a bad team. We're just better.
Yeah.
Our defense is
You
just,
ate that line for lunch.
Oh, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hey, you know I've been holding that one in. Huh? You know what I'm saying? But truthfully,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Kansas State. Kansas State is a great team.
Yeah.
We just did it better.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it came down to, bro. That's what our whole game plan was. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at the way Kansas State plays their offense. You know what I'm saying? Especially the way their quarterback plays. You know what I'm saying? He rolls out and he literally keeps the ball in plays that he isn't supposed to because he literally is like, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I'm going to run around your whole defense. You see what he did against Arizona? There's multiple times where he was supposed to hand the ball. If you literally see all the blockers, the pullers, everybody going this way, and there's like 2 guys out in the field, into the field away from him. He's just like,
I go.
Just took it from him and just ran around him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it came down to, bro.
So how do you attribute that? Like you guys obviously played DJ Williams at SIU, who's a very good running quarterback.
Extremely well.
Fast. Only guy to get in the end zone on you guys this year. Is that a fact or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Wyoming
scored.
Wyoming QB got in too. Twice. Twice.
Bullshit.
Did he get a sneak and he had like a little something to the
I
right?
don't remember the second one, but the
I don't
first one
remember the
was a
second one.
sneak.
The first one was, though. He did.
I think the other one was a quarterback draw to the right.
Okay.
A design quarterback draw on like 4th and
QB counter?
QB counter. That's what it was.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
So running quarterbacks are really the only people who got in the end zone on you. Really the only people who've had big
Just in general.
So
He's
then
gone in the end zone.
so you go against Avery Johnson, who's one of the best running quarterbacks that we've seen so far. At least if you've been watching college football like I have, like probably the best one I've seen all year. So what did you do anything special or did you just go out and execute? Like,
dude, well, first of all, we collapsed the pocket every single time, damn near. You know what I'm saying? So in itself is already disrupting quarterback play. I don't care who's back there. You know what I'm saying? If you feel some sort of pressure, dude, it's over. Like Tyler Batty's interception, it was a screen. All right. However, though, if you see, like, he felt the pressure from J-Rob coming off the edge on the blitz, so he had to throw it faster than what he wanted to. And John Nelson was in his face with his hand up.
Yeah.
Right?
Changed the angle.
So it changed the angle as well. And then he literally, and the running back wasn't even looking at that point. Because obviously, there's a timing to every single play, right? As you know, right? And, like, they practice this sort of, so that in itself disrupted it already. And all because, well, obviously, like I said, there's different factors to it. But truthfully, he felt J-Rob on his back.
yeah.
That pressure, dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to say in itself. That pocket, bro, ruined a lot for him.
So instead of like, oh, we had double spy or we had this, you think the biggest thing was like, we are going to collapse this pocket.
Yes.
You're not going to get your feet set. You're not going to be comfortable all night.
And and if you're going to run, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, even if you watch their receivers, bro, like number 1 against Arizona, he was out there doing crazy stuff, like juking dudes and everything like that. Literally, the exact same play happened. Like one of his best plays against Arizona. He had like a 35-yard or 37-yard reception or something, just juking dudes. Like, he looked great, honestly. He's don't get me wrong, he's a great athlete.
Oh yeah.
Great receiver, in fact, probably one of the best in the Big 12.
Yeah.
Bro, you should see. I don't know if you saw it, but the dude, literally same play, got the same route, bop, caught it. And like he was tiptoeing. Like wasn't doing no moves, man. In fact, he kind of like cringed. As soon as he got the ball, he cringed. Nobody was even around him.
He's just expecting. He's
He
hearing
was expecting
footsteps.
to get boom sticked. You know what I'm saying? Because look, you look at number 3, the running back. Every time he got the ball, he got cracked. His knees, his shins. You know what I'm saying? I think it was their tight end or somebody. Crew came and took his legs out, bro.
That was
Hit him
like
right in the
first
shin,
quarter,
bro.
right?
Literally,
Like,
dude was on crutches, and they're like, "Oh shoot!" Now they're seeing that. They're seeing how their DBs hit. They're seeing how our D lines play, how we're physical we are. They're like, "Oh shoot!" Everything we've seen and heard is true.
It's all true.
It's all true. And in fact, oh my goodness, like they probably honestly underestimated it.
Yeah.
I guarantee they underestimated. They're like, "Oh, they went against Wyoming. They're ass."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or like SMU, they're not, that big offensive lineman, whatever. Nah, man. I'm telling you, man, this been us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This has been our identity. And we showed a lot of times last year. You know what I'm saying? But like now, it's just we're so more consistent. You know what it comes down to, truthfully, is just like it's something that I keep talking about all the time. Is like there's no way out but through.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way out but through. You can't fake certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like every single week, bro, like we work our ass off. I've never worked so hard in my life in a practice. But it's not like bad work. You know what I'm saying? Not like driving your ass to the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's like real intentional, like really straining like in your eye control, in keeping your leverage, containing the pocket, containing the quarterback. Shoot, we even wrap up our quarterbacks now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've never done that before in my life. But we be wrapping up our quarterbacks all the time now and everything like that. So it's crazy.
There was a
dude.
play.
It's
I can't remember who
difference.
got the hit on Johnson, but he was running to his left. You were on the right end of the defensive side. He's running to his left, and he tries to go outside of you, and you step up and stop, and then he's like, so he cuts it back underneath, and then he gets popped by somebody.
Yeah.
But it's like he tried a little hezzy move to kind of get around to help set up the tackle on you, or it was the tight end, whoever it was, to try and get around you, and you just got upfield, boom, boom, one step got upfield, stop.
Yep.
And you're like, go back inside. Like you just see is like you didn't hit him. Like you just waited because you knew.
Yes.
What are you gonna do? And then the whole that 1 second, the whole defense is rallying behind.
Literally.
Come
Just
in.
1 second, bro.
And he gets maybe a yard or loses a yard. Like it was just a minimal thing. But it was stuff like that. It's like you say, like those little things.
Exactly. It's the little things. And that's what we work so hard on is the little things. And that's why we're such a dominant defense.
It was near their sideline. Do you know the play I'm talking about? He came right to you.
I do.
And you got up, stop. Just said, what are you gonna do?
Literally, dude. Yep, I remember. There's a few times, bro. It was just, he could. I wanted to get a sack so bad, bro. So bad, and it's weird because of the tackles, how they were setting. It was like their RPO. It was like RPO sets. You know what I'm saying? It's like not a real kick step.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I did get kick step, I was getting triple teamed.
Yeah.
Truthfully, the tight end was there. The guard came as the tackle held me.
When they took deep shots, they did a lot of 7-man pro or 6-man pro. Like they did a lot, and that's
It's
credit to
smart,
them. That's smart.
But like,
But our coverage guys
really
locked it
work.
up in man.
Yep.
Like
They
so, dude. Speaking of sacks, I think it's J-Rob or I think it was J-Rob who got credit with the sack. But they blitzed Trey
yeah,
from
it
the
was Jack.
boundary. Was it Jack who got the sack? I couldn't remember if it was Jack or
Yeah,
J-Rob. But he sees someone points to Trey in the cadence creeping, and his eyes go to Trey. He gets the ball, and his eyes go to Trey again, and Trey's coming untouched.
Yes.
And then he turns, and Jack's like right there. I don't know if they credited Trey or not on that.
I think they gave him 0.5.
They should have. Like, yeah, I don't know.
should.
He kind of got an arm on him, but it
He
was
did.
yeah.
And like I even got it on that. It was a cool play because me and Jack actually came off to the side. I was like, "You're welcome, bro." He was like, "Thank you, man." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "You're welcome, dog." Like, because what happened was, I was like, "Oh, I see they're going past, right?" And I'm supposed to, in the play that was called in, I'm supposed to start in a 4-eye, right? And just by the eyes of the guard. And then, the blitz off the edge will, Trey will take it, and then Jack just comes under. Bam. Right? But because it was so loud and everything like that too, I was like, man, I might as well, let's make it a little bit easier on them, truthfully, because like I could tell that they're gonna like slide, you know what I'm saying? And especially because like if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Batty was on the far to the field.
Yeah, he was.
And so exactly right. So they're like, anyways, they're talking and everything. I'm like, all right, bet. So that's what we're gonna do. So I ended up starting in the 5 tech in like right outside the offensive tackle. And then right before he snapped it, because I can tell they're like pointing, because they're talking, guards pointing at me, and then, the tackle's pointing, at Trey and everything like that. And then once I moved, they're like, oh shit.
That's not what it is anymore.
It's not what it is, right?
They thought they knew.
And then they start talking, and then the ball snap, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I step up field one step, the tackle looks at me, and then I'm gone. I grab the guard, and I take him to the A gap. Now the tackle's like, oh shoot!
I got Trey.
I got Trey, and I think Jack is blitzing, but Jack still isn't hitting it yet. Jack is so fast, dude. Once he just hits it, his first step, boom, right? So as soon as the tackle was like tripping, he saw Trey, and then he like came off, and then Jack, boom, biggest gap I've ever seen.
Dude,
and
that
he
is
just shot it, bro.
That is an amazing insight into that play. As an old lineman guy, I know exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It completely messed both of them up. The guard and tackle, bro, completely messed them up.
That's next level of you. You bump over. You think they think they
that's
know.
Some veteran stuff, ain't it?
Yeah. They think they know. They think they know.
They think they know, but little they.
I'm not so sure now. They don't want to send 2 guys in the B gap. They're not going to send 2 in the B. Exactly. I'm not so sure now. And then right to the A, across the face.
And it's close to the south end zone. It's loud, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Veteran move.
You got to use those things, man. Like, of course, I'm like, man, I wish I could have gotten this sack. But I was more happy that Jack and Trey got there, truthfully, than I would have been for myself, honestly, because it's just so cool. And that's like something that, like, obviously now that you guys know, like I told y'all, but that's something just like I kind of knew for myself. I was like, hell yeah, man, there's something cool, man, that I could do for them, bro. So, and shoot, I even jumped on a little bit too. I don't know if you saw that. I jumped in. I was like, so I'm not going out like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something nice for my teammates, but I'm gonna get mine a little bit. But nah, man, my time's coming.
Dude, I tell you, right before
My
that
time's
play,
coming, bro.
Trey had been in, and he'd been on the field side. He'd been in for a couple plays, and right before that play lined up, I'm like, dude, get your phone out. Trey's gonna do something here. Yeah. And so I get it out, I hit record, I see him start moving. I'm like, oh, well, I'm right. He's gonna do something here. I got the whole thing, end zone.
No way.
Minimal shaking. I'll text it to you.
Dude, you'll have to, bro.
But I wonder, can I text it to you? Dude, I wonder if we could put it up.
Dude, that'd be sick. Honestly,
I got it from my phone. Hopefully it's good enough quality.
He was moving, huh?
Yeah.
Because I remember I saw it, bro. I was like, holy shit, he's coming back. I got to get going.
Dang, man. I got like 18 text messages over here. I'm trying to find Kevin in here. There you are.
Yeah, man. That was such a cool play. There's a few plays. They were pretty cool last game, but
that was just a sweet game, man. Oh, did you see Trey's message after the game on my phone?
Nah.
Dude.
I don't think so.
We were talking in the end zone. He grabs my phone and he's like, BYU fans, we got that dub for you. This, whatever. Kansas State fans, enjoy your 5-layer burritos.
Oh, no way.
And then he goes, hey, everybody, subscribe to Coup Connect.
No way.
It was so funny.
That's so sick.
But he calls out the whole fan base, like, enjoy your 5-layer burritos.
That's so funny. Dude, that's so crazy, by the way.
Yes.
What the heck? First of all, like, what? Why would you even anything but a 5-layer burrito? You could come up with something so much, But hey, I don't know what they be doing down there in Kansas, bro. But
I had some fans I told you I was walking with, and they were like, I was like, oh, I got to get out to Manhattan. I went to Lawrence last year, watched BYU play in Kansas. Right. I'll get out to Manhattan. And they're like, There's even less to see in Manhattan than there is in Lawrence, and there's not much to see in Lawrence. So who
Right.
knows? Who knows what they got going on out there? But I'll send it to you Tuesday. But you got it there. But yeah, man, that'll go down as one of the best games in Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
100%. It's history, bro. In fact, we got to buy the jerseys.
Oh yeah, because I had a few people, $250. Is that how much? I had a few people be asking for a little favor
Interesting.
here or there.
Yeah. Well, shoot, dude. Yeah, no, I got it, man, and
You should.
know,
That's a cool jersey too.
it's a cool jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish, of course I could, have like a specific play where I did something crazy, you know what I'm saying? But like, just to go with the memory, right?
Yeah.
But like, truthfully, man, like, just the game in itself, it was just bigger than just me. It's bigger than, just even the team, truthfully. It was just something that's truthfully going to go down in history.
Yeah.
The 100th year of BYU, and we did something like that. That in itself is impeccable. So, like, I'm trying to, like, frame it, dude. I'm trying to put it up on my wall, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
dude. I think that's pretty cool.
Bro. Or something. I want to do something with it.
All right,
too.
so you looked at Baylor a little bit, I assume.
Yep.
What are you seeing?
Well, I mean, dude, every team in the Big 12 is good, right? So let me just get that out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a competitive game. They got a big offensive line, probably the biggest offensive line we are gonna see or have seen at least. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like, I really just kind of looked at their offensive line mostly. I was actually going to go at home after this and watch my 60-play cut-up that we have to get a better idea of what I'm looking at. But, yeah, dude, honestly, they're going to come with, chip on the shoulder from last week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, bro, I know that if we come with the type of mentality and preparation that we want to, and we know we will, it'll be a good game. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It'll be a good game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, their quarterback's obviously not as athletic as some of the ones that we have seen.
You've faced a lot of really good running
We've
quarterbacks.
faced some damn athletic quarterbacks.
Even Wyoming, dude. People crap on Wyoming's team. Like, actually, that quarterback could run.
Dude, that guy was
Fast.
He was a
like,
better runner than a thrower.
He was like secret fast, bro. Like, look, I'm not gonna say I'm not the fastest guy on the team, but I'm damn sure not slow. He made me look like an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I had bad leverage, so like it didn't look good from the jump. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh, this guy could move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got some, and it's not gonna end. We have a lot more mobile quarterbacks, in our future.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, Kansas. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, Jalen.
there's some other guys, but we don't need to talk about those guys just yet.
Hey. Not jumping ahead to any team. So let's keep it as vague as possible here. A little birdie told me that we have not even begin to see some of the more complex or exotic pressures that Jay Hill has. Like, there's some he's saving. Like, we won't see for a while.
Past the defense as a whole, offense, things that I've seen, special teams, bro, like some badass sequences, badass schemes we haven't even touched yet.
And I think that Kansas State on offense, because I watched all the games, we saw a little bit more wrinkles added to things, right? Like we've run that little pick bubble, like where we set the edge, hit a bubble, and then use quick bubble screen, and then they set it. And this time they kind of sent Cody in motion, and then slipped Darius and just hit him quick on that quick slant, little stutter slant in it. So we started to see some wrinkles like that, which we haven't really seen a lot of that yet.
That's true.
They kind of started to leak some of that stuff out. And so I'm pretty optimistic there's going to be a lot more of that stuff down the road.
I'm so excited. And that's the thing that's really like so cool to me, bro, is that like now that I really understand like the purpose behind a lot of, things that we were putting in place, different schemes on all phases of the game, it's like really impressive.
Yeah.
Bro, we got a badass coaching staff.
We do.
Badass. Probably one of the best I've ever been a part of. I mean, nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
No coaching staff is going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But, like Kelly, that man is a genius.
Look at the guys he's put in the league.
He's a badass.
He develops guys too. Like he can scheme it up, but he also can take you and make you a lot better.
Absolutely. And like Jay Hill, people can say whatever they want about him. Shoot, even I can say whatever I want about him.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding. You see what I'm saying? Like, and obviously it's not just him; it's the whole defensive staff. Let's not get that twisted, right? But regardless, though, it's his scheme, and so, dude, they're killing it, man. And I'm excited to see what they got in store for, the future games coming up.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they got going before the bye week.
Yeah.
Because I mean, shoot, we got Baylor. Is Arizona after the bye week?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, right?
Yeah. Bye week, Arizona at home.
Then Oklahoma State.
Then Oklahoma State at home.
I cannot wait for Oklahoma State.
Dude.
Look, I take week by week, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd be in denial if I was to sit here and say that ever since we lost to Oklahoma State, ever since I lost to Oklahoma State at Boise State, I haven't been fuming
Mm-hmm.
inside. You know what I'm saying? Like I really. There's a lot of teams I want to take it to this year, bro.
Dude,
There's a
last year we should have had that one. 100%.
Absolutely.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Will, shout out Chubby's, right? Will and I are
Chubbies.
we're at Chubby's watching the game, and we're up 25 at halftime.
24-6.
24-6 at halftime. So we're up at halftime, and the week before Oklahoma was trailing by almost the same score, and came back and won.
Yep.
And we're just on this like crazy high.
Yeah.
Will and I are just like, we got the chili or the Chubby's wings in us, we're like, we're like looking good. We're going to a bowl game.
Oh yeah, feeling good.
We're talking
smiles.
about what bowl game we gonna go to.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna book a flight, like all this stuff. We're all happy.
Yeah.
And Will turns to me and goes, "Hey, they came back from a deficit like this last week and won." And I said, "There's no way they're gonna do it this week. We're rolling right now." I was like, "I think it was me, guys. It was me. I think I jinxed us. It was my bad. Probably was me.
Probably was, man. Damn.
I apologize to everybody."
It's okay, man, because I don't. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I don't want to talk too much on it. I don't want to talk. Speak too
But
much.
it's one you
but
have a memory tied to.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's personal at this point. Beat me at Boise State. Beat me at BYU. Bro.
Just like Harrison Taggart, third time's the charm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to jinx nothing. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But, like,
Yeah.
shoot, man. Just know that I'm going to bring my all, 150%. Never mind. I'm bringing 110% every game. But, like, 150%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude, I'm excited for that one. But
You got this play, Kevin?
you got the play? Let's see it, man. Nah, don't blame you. But yeah, dude, that was a good play. It was a crazy one, man.
That was fun.
It was awesome. Got some dogs on this defense, bro. Got some dogs.
I think Batty's done, right? He doesn't have a choice. This is his last year, I believe, or not.
Yeah, he's done.
You're done.
I'm done.
Kelly could come, but I think Kelly's going to get drafted, so he's probably done, right? Blake is done. John
Nelson.
could come, right? I think he's got one more. No, he's done.
Done.
dude. So this is
Logan
like
Latui done.
done. That Logan
You know
too.
what I'm saying?
So this is like the farewell tour for you guys.
Yes.
Every other position besides like that D line, I feel like we're playing lots of young guys. I guess Ephraim is very young. Like Fat Boy is,
From obviously he is a freshman.
and he's gonna ball.
Bro, did you see Ville?
No, I must have missed this.
Dude, Ville went in there and absolutely went crazy. Obviously, he had a penalty for a lay hit on the quarterback, but bro, you should have seen the move that he had. I love Ville. He's my locker buddy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talk every day. Honestly, like him and I are pretty close, truthfully. And like I see him like as my little brother, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? Like I practice, I'll be I'll be helping him, stuff like that. But dude, like you can tell he's got his pop's blood in him, bro. Cause that dude is a dog. He's gonna be insane. In fact, I don't want to jinx nothing or like hype anybody up too much, but like I really see Ville being like next year, like he's coming in and making some damn good plays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we play in, so I guess a couple D linemen. Tons of secondary guys are playing.
secondary.
Tommy,
Ton, dude.
Trey,
You got John,
dude,
you got-
Cabella had a breakup on that.
He did.
Was it a smash concept? It's like a corner to the corner of the end zone,
Yeah.
and he broke that up.
Yep.
I was like, dang man, because Shmev went down, and they had to choose what to do at corner, and they put him in there at nickel, and
Bro, literally our pregame, I think I was thinking about it before we went to Wyoming. We're all out there and everything. We had the second string guys in. But, like, I'm talking, like, it was just, John, Jane Dunlap out there, Trey, Tommy, Ville, Ephraim, and, like, some other young guys. Bro, I'm sitting here looking at this team. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
it's a good team.
These guys are going to be nasty. Like, these guys are going to be insane.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, they're going to be insane. If they learn how to play with each other, that's the only thing they have. Obviously, they have to grow up, get that experience on the belt, which most of them are getting this year.
Getting a lot.
But and like I feel like if they take the lessons and the things that we're leaving behind and they build off of that, bro, this defense, it'll probably be one of the best defenses BYU's ever had.
Yeah.
Jay can't,
Second, next to us, of course.
Jay can't stop talking about the young guys. It's funny. Like,
Bro,
every time you bring up the young guys, he lights up. He's like, yeah, I freaking nailed this.
I've never been. The cool thing about it is, bro, is that, I mean, they're still kids. Let's
They're
not get that
18, man.
twisted.
They're teenagers.
Volatile too, you know what I'm saying? They're literally kids,
Yep.
bro, right? However, though, the way that they go about football and their preparation,
They're very
and how
serious.
they're very serious. Very serious. They're more serious than I was when I was a freshman.
I told you watching the SMU game with Trey.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we're getting ready to play.
Like, how do you even know what that concept is?
Yeah, how, like,
like what?
and he's like, yeah, fade to the boundary, this
Yes.
every time. I'm like, dude, we haven't even played SIU yet. This is week 0.
Like-
How do you know this about SMU?
Crazy, huh?
But he does. He watches that film.
And that's all of them, bro. Literally, I mean, like, some of them obviously, aren't that into, like, film and, like, that knowledge. Because obviously they got different things that they're worried about. But just, like, on the aspect of just being so serious about their preparation and, it's sick, dude. I love seeing it, man. These guys have a bright future if they go about it the right way.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to, man. If they go about it the right way, they can be.
We never talk about, and these guys I think are kind of like developmental lift stuff right now because they're also teenagers.
Literally.
But I like Kenny Fonohema. He's
Yep.
big. He's fast. And then I like Dallin Johnson, who just played both ways in high school and just dominated the line of scrimmage
Yep.
against good high school players. He went against some good guys. And like, I mean, they're not in there yet, but that's like a different thing going inside. Like, that's a different game going
Yes.
inside.
It's a whole
There.
different game.
You gotta-
bro. You have to develop. You can't just come in and play like a corner.
Yeah. And even like John Nelson, who's playing great inside. When he first came in as a freshman or redshirt freshman or whatever, they'd bring him kind of like Ephraim, like, okay, we'll let you kind of use your speed off the edge,
Pass rush.
play a little contain. But they weren't like throwing that boy in the middle.
No.
Like, okay, you're gonna get double teamed. You're gonna get combo blocked here. Like,
Yes.
no, you can't do that. So I don't think I'm not trying to discredit them like not getting in. I know exactly what the game plan is with those guys, but I think Jay did a good job getting guys like that too,
Absolutely.
who need to develop.
Absolutely. And yeah, dude. Because, yeah, you absolutely need. Sometimes those developmental guys become the best guys on your team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they really got to grind for it and earn it. And obviously, you know, it's more than just talent. It's about if it means more, who it means more to, you know, effort. Effort is probably one of the biggest things, you know.
Focus.
And focus, literally. Because you can have all the talent in the world. I've seen it myself. Talented dudes, man. Guys who could be first round. But it's just, you know, the lack of effort. The effort that it takes to be that caliber of a you know, athlete, truthfully, as a football player, or just a prospect, truthfully. You know, they don't do it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, they go on to make the league, whatever, but, you know, it's not to the potential that they should be, truthfully. I even see them in my own life sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So, but once you figure it out, man, it's hard to, you know, revert from it. Or is that the word I'm looking for, revert? Well, go against the grain from it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that's what I'm trying to say. If these young cats can just see what we're doing, bro, and like figure it out, acquire it, and build off of it, bro, easy.
Many years to come.
Easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It was cool to see Ville get in there, dude, and just kind of go crazy for the last little while. Orion is good too, man. Yeah, it's exciting, bro. It's exciting, but that's for the future. I'm worried about right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
You
it's
got
fun. It's
Baylor on
fun.
Saturday.
It is fun. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's fun to see that. You know, obviously when I leave, I'm gonna keep in contact with these guys. You know, I'm gonna help them as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always be invested in those guys, man. Those are my little brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool to see.
Yeah.
You know, I just hope that they just kind of see the direction that, you know, we're taking this team in, and they take the torch and keep it pushing, you know?
Because all those guys we said were done this year, they're all vets.
Literally.
They've all learned those lessons, and they've all put in that time.
Absolutely, you know? So, but yeah, it's cool, man. I love this team. Hands down, the best team I've ever been a part of.
Right.
Hands down. And, of course, you know, you can say whatever, Isaiah, you were in the Mountain West. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Those
saying?
Boise teams are good, man.
Bro, those Boise defenses that I've been a part of are better than a lot of defenses that I've seen in the top teams in the nation. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm excited for Baylor, man. It's gonna be sick. I've never played there before. You know, I love playing in Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just love every time I go to Texas. You know, I feel like I play great. I play good. You know, so I feel like
Yeah.
you know,
And it's your favorite time to play.
yeah,
It's 10 a.m. kick Texas time.
exactly.
So
I love day games, dude.
Yeah.
I love them. Night games are cool too. Don't get me wrong, but day games have just always been, you know, my thing. Kinda,
Yep.
You know, I don't know what it is.
Got a strip
It's my
sack last
preference.
year in Texas.
You know what I'm saying? Even in, like, all the day games I've had in my career, truthfully, like, have been most of my best games, most of my highest production games. You know what I'm saying? So, something about that sun, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But-
it's a fun environment. It's right on the river. Stadium's right on the river. You said you haven't been there?
No.
Yeah, but they show out. Like, they do a pretty good job showing out.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
at least they did last time I was there. I'm sure they will again. BYU got in a little shouting match with Baylor. So BYU came out. Jaron and Puka were doing their thing, and I think we
Yeah.
took an early lead, like maybe a 10-7 lead or something like that. And we started chanting BYU, 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 and it was pretty loud. It was louder than they had been all day.
Yeah.
And then they got upset. that we had like hijacked the momentum in the stadium. So they started chanting like, I don't know if it was BU or Baylor or something like that. But they started to chant. They tried to get louder than us. And so it was like a good like 4 or 5 minutes of like both chants going at once.
Dude, that's kind of sick, honestly.
Yeah, but then they ran all over us, man. We couldn't stop the run. And
it was like that, huh?
Yeah. Only person who looked good in that game was John Nelson on the defense. He had a bunch of tackles.
Really?
Everybody else got pushed around. But ready to go.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I'm excited. You know, we're going to get to work tomorrow, bro. Call them Bloody Tuesdays, man. It's just you go out there and just try to work as hard as you can. It's a grinder, bro. You know, but you need it. You really need it. In fact, it's probably the most important day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You guys lifting every day still?
no.
What days do you lift?
Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep. Thursdays, we'll go in and get a little arm pump.
But a mild one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing, you know. And plus, like, our lifts aren't crazy. Like,
Right now,
we're
yeah.
not lifting extremely heavy. You know, it's more explosive, you know, resistant training, stuff like that. So it's really good, man. You know, truthfully, it makes me feel a lot better going into tomorrow. I mean, obviously your legs are a little tired, but, like, I can move again. You know, so I can move again.
Dude, you want to get in with my needed massage lady?
That'd be sick. I would absolutely love that.
Dude, what are you doing tomorrow? That's like totally podcast talk.
Dude, not doing anything. I
Cool.
practice.
Okay, we'll text after this.
Okay, yeah, let's chat about it because I would love that.
I'll get you set
That'd
up.
be huge.
Dude, she's crazy good too.
Bet.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't gotta tell me twice, my brother. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But shoot, other than that, man, that's all I got on the football aspect of it. Here's a little update for you guys.
All right.
I am a dog parent,
Oh, newly acquired.
newly acquired as of yesterday.
What'd you get?
I got a Bernese Mountain Dog.
Oh, it's a big dog, right?
It's a big dog. However, she's a puppy right now.
Yeah, yeah.
She's 2 months. She's about like, I want to say 14 pounds, maybe 15. Not crazy.
Dude, you could bring her, tether her up outside.
I was actually gonna say I'd love to, like, bring her out, bring her over here. Well, I'm on the podcast. I mean, leave her outside, of course. But
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, you've been in my backyard.
I have. Yeah,
We
yeah.
did like marshmallows out there, whatever.
Yeah.
I got those posts that hold up my back roof.
Okay,
You
bet.
tether right up to that. And then when you need a night to just come chill, freaking turn on the fire. I had a couple guys bring their dogs that we sit by the fire, and you can throw it down the hill towards that farm.
Nice.
I mean, if you can launch it, like, you'll wear that dog out
No
in
doubt.
minutes because you can bomb it down that hill.
Dude,
and they
that's
just-
sick. I would
It's-
love that.
I like dogs.
Are you allergic?
No, my wife doesn't like dogs.
That's fair.
She doesn't like our chickens, and you know how far away they are from the house.
yeah, that's fair,
But I like dogs. Like I could sit and mess around with the dog all
bro.
day.
And the thing is, she's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, how puppies are usually crazy, biting shit all the time and, like, trying to, like,
Just all that
jump on you,
energy.
lick in your face. So, nah, bro, that's not her. She's like, obviously, she's getting comfortable. She's still a little, uneasy, but, bro, she's like a cuddle bug. You know what I'm saying? She, like, a little bit of attachment issues already. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? But, like, she's not no crazy dog, man. She's super loving. She doesn't bark at anything, really, She's awesome.
Dude,
So-
my kids would probably love to watch your dog too while we're down here.
Dude, I bet they love her.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Bring her over.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's new, and her name is Rosie.
There you go.
Rosie Bagnah. Rozie.
There you go.
Bagnah.
There's a lot of guys on the team with dogs.
Yep.
Mark's got 2, I think.
Yep.
And Keelan's dog
Keelan has a dog. Yep.
maybe it's not even a puppy anymore. It was last time I saw it was like
Yeah. What even is it? It's like a
English bulldog.
Yeah, that's what it is, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
And then Crew has a dog.
Crew has a dog.
His little, like, doodle.
Dude, how good did Crew play?
Bro.
Sacrificing his body.
Man, look, I love Crew.
Yeah.
I love Crew.
Yeah.
Just in overall, just as a person, you know what I'm saying? But, like, having him on the field with me, bro, you just know like he gonna just, bro. You remember what? I don't know if you've seen the play in Wyoming, but it was like bro. It was like somebody got a TFL, and I'm standing right here, and like him and I feel like have like I play in a way where I'm trying to be aggressive. Like, I'm trying to be nasty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until the whistle goes, like I'm jump on the pile and everything. You know, I remember even back to not even the Wyoming game, back to TCU last year. You know what I'm saying? We're getting our ass kicked. Truthfully, we're down like what 30 or something at this point, and like I'm trying to get everybody. I'm like, man, like we still got something to play for, man. Like you better get your asses going. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I remember it was this one play. We're in the red zone and I'm like, the pile's going, like they got the running back, Ty Batty got his legs and whatever, and like I think Harry or somebody was like wrapping him up. And then like, you know, the whistle's not going, so I'm like, sure, I'm gonna get me some. So like here I'm going, I'm about to jump on the pile and I see Crew coming with me, bro. And like I jump, but he hits me too. But you just see it, like you rewatch it on film, he's just like, you know, he's crazy, man. And that's just how he plays. Is relentless. It's sick.
Dude, kid with no scholarship, still a walk. Somehow started how many games? Still a walk on, but plays
Crazy, bro.
just plays with all the heart. Brilliant guy.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Started several little businesses. All of them have done well.
Yep.
Like
Literally,
man, you have to love Crew.
you have to, bro. And like, it's cool because you know a lot of guys. They got like a lot of guys I know. They like have like an arrogance to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, all right, you're kind of like a douchebag, dude. Like, you got nothing to show for it. You're just being a dick for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Crew's a dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say he's a douchebag either, but he's confident. You know what I'm saying? At times he'll have his moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you earned it, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, strut. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and strut that, man. You know, like, talk your shit. Go ahead, man, because you've earned it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. And, I mean, shoot, sometimes I feel like I'm the same way, you know? And, I mean, shoot, if I sit here and talk shit to a lineman saying I'm kick his ass, it's because I do it. I do it every game, truthfully. You know, I kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where it's kind of just like, that's where I see, like, some similarity with him. And, like, I can really relate to him. I love the guy. And he's I can go on about Crew. He's a great dude, man. Great football player. And so, sacrifice his body. Glorify your soul, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he lives by too. You can tell, you can see it literally, you know? So, I was talking to him today about it. He's like, man, I'm happy for you getting a dog, man. Like, if you ever need anything, just hit me up, bro. Like, you know, this is a selfless dude, man. Great guy. So, he deserves a lot more credit than what he gets. But
well, I'm glad he's like officially the starter because I think he's earned it.
Absolutely.
110%. Yeah.
In all phases, pass, run, special teams, even whenever he goes out there. Hey, yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Awesome kid. But that being said, anything new with you guys? Anything new y'all want to share, Kev?
No.
I got two stats for you. Maybe we'll just go with one.
Okay.
When do you think the last time BYU started a season holding all four of its opponents below 20 points?
21? When?
84.
Wow. That's kind of impressive.
That's very impressive.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty impressive.
Because Bronco had some top 5 defenses
Yeah.
that were legitimately ranked top 5.
2012, one team scored over 20. Yeah, that was his best defense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, man. I've been saying it, bro.
Dude, I remember people
nasty.
People were getting salty in the Discord, like, our offense is terrible. You tell me they throw in these picks at practice. Like, you're saying you're hearing that they can't run the ball. Like, they can't do this. I'm like, okay, you can say the offense is terrible if you want, but, like, also, I think our defense is awesome. It's like, oh, no, they just look awesome because, like, no. Like, the O-line's telling me the defense is awesome. They wouldn't do that, right? Like the quarterbacks are telling me the defense is awesome. The receivers are giving props to the defense. Like that's not an anomaly. Like they recognize that the defense is really, really good. And people are like, no, it's because we don't have this or that, or we can't figure out this or that. I'm like,
Yeah.
or the defense is just awesome.
Dude, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I kind of gave the offense grace, is because, like, bro, spring ball, like, I don't need to go into it. I've already explained it before, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
The stuff that we were doing was crazy, and they went against that every single day. Don't get me wrong, they all had their plays.
They've got
talent,
ballers.
bro. They got
Yeah,
some
they've
ballers
got
on the
ballers.
team. You know, receiving room, running back room, the whole line.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
was
saying? I mean,
ballers.
look at Caleb.
Both our tackles
Look at Kime.
could go to NFL, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Both our tackles.
Right? So, like, it's not like we're going against a bunch of Joe Blows. We don't have no,
Right.
you know, on our team.
But
man.
your average fan thinks it's like one or the other.
There's people who don't understand.
They don't understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's, like I said, everything that happens in dark, man, comes to light. You know what I'm saying? Regardless. And it's exactly what's starting to happen right now.
Dude, the scrimmage in Lavelle Edwards Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
I heard from everybody, is like defense. To the point where like people were very frustrated.
I know.
Staff.
Think about that.
Players,
let's
coaches.
take that for a second. Your defense is so good that you just piss everybody off. You know, so you piss your own fans off because you're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to think about. That's a weird perspective. Think about, man.
So
It's honestly badass.
yeah.
So I don't want to sit here and, you know, gas us up too much, man. Like I said, we're still hungry and we're still being humble, man.
I
You know what I'm
got
saying, bro?
another stat for you.
Let's hear it.
So I was telling him this before we started. So unranked teams that are favored at home versus a ranked team, you are like 80% cover the spread. So that means they win and cover the spread in like the last 5 years. So
Statistics are against you, my friend.
statistics are against you.
Yes,
You got to
they
show
are.
up.
You got to, man.
Some nerd over there on a calculator or something. He's running the statistics. He's like,
Yep.
Ooh, shoot, man. I'm excited for it, bro. Whatever.
they'll play. They're gonna play hard, man.
Heck yeah,
They'll
they
play
will.
so
Did-
hard.
Shoot, I hope so.
Did you see how that
hope they
game
do.
ended? Their game.
Wasn't they fumbled it on the goal line?
So
Was that at the end of the
they
game,
gave
or
up the
what?
Hail Mary
Oh, that's what it was.
to
huh?
tie the game. And then the guys diving into the end zone and Travis Hunter, helmet on ball,
Helmet ball, yeah.
fumble out the back of the end zone, they lose. Like
It's tough, dude.
what the same amount of time it took you guys to go down from 3 to 6 to like 17 to 6.
Yeah.
They lost it.
Dang.
They were up 7 and then
That's tough, dude.
That's tough.
That is a tough loss to take. So, shoot, they better come ready to play this game, man. I hope they come with that
They
chip
will,
on their
man.
shoulder. Yeah.
They will.
You know, because, shoot, all I know is I'm coming like I just lost this
Yeah.
game. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with the same mentality.
Well, you dude, you're playing for a professional career too. You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? Like you, Batty, like
This
John,
is-
like all those guys we talked about. They want to make noise in conference play.
Absolutely.
They want tape. They want.
And you know how you get out there, bro? You know how you get recruited or not recruited, scouted? Winning games.
right.
Think about the teams who win the most games and the teams who don't win. Teams who don't win games, you probably get 1 or 2 guys get drafted. Maybe you'll get some who will get signed or like, you know, invited to mini camps. But like the teams that have the most draft picks, they're like winning
Yeah.
on a consistent basis against good teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I like see these guys, I'm like, but like I just whooped his ass this year.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But
I
guess-
went 5 and 7.
and dude, you guys have had scouts at practice. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that, but I know we've had scouts at practice.
Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, we have. I mean, shoot, most teams have.
A lot of teams have scouts at practice.
Yeah, absolutely. Even at Boise State, we had them. every day.
Last week, I think there was 4, which is more than usual at one practice.
Really?
It's a little higher than usual from what I've been told.
We've had every team out here so far.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
Sometimes twice.
So yeah.
honestly.
So we're starting to get that, but like I think as you said, like all of a sudden you go 5-0, 6-0, this like you
to
get
win
more
games, dude.
attention, and then they'll come and look at you, and they know you're part of that defense. This that
Absolutely.
you get the attention,
Absolutely.
and that's like, dude, if for you guys, it's like this is life changing. Even if you get an undrafted free agent contract, and then you make a roster, it doesn't matter. You do that, and you have a plan for what to do with your money.
Mm-hmm.
Which you and I have talked,
Yep.
like life changing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like the thing is too that I also understand is that like sometimes, man, like, you know, to get drafted, it's obviously extremely hard. But obviously, you know what I'm saying? But however, like a lot of times dudes just get lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've played with these. I've played against guys who have like blown my mind to how good they are in nothing. They get a camp invite. They eventually make the team. They make the squad, and you know what I'm saying. But like one thing that I've started to recognize is that like, of course, my dream is to get drafted and everything. But truthfully, like, I see my foot in the door. I know I can ball. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I know I can ball. Like how I know these guys can ball too. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it happens in the dark will shine in the light, you know? And if it's really meant for you, then it's meant for you. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, shoot, to help yourself out, you got to win games.
Yes.
You
So
see what I'm saying?
It doesn't
So
matter
like,
if you play Baylor
yeah, bro,
or Florida State, who might be the worst team in the country. But like, doesn't matter who you play. You're playing for something beyond that. You're playing to win, to get recognized, to give yourself a shot.
Absolutely.
For more football.
And the coolest part about the reason why I love this team so much, bro, is because obviously I'm fighting for that. I'm playing for, you know, my future. You know, like I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't care about the NFL. I just want to win games now. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not, you know, be in denial. However, though, just a big part of that for me is, you know, leaving a legacy here at BYU. And like, bro, I've been so blessed to be a part of this team and just to honestly be in Provo, to be a part of this community. You know, all these things that's happened in my life changed my life completely, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I sit here and I'm like, man, you know, of course, like I'm trying to acquire my dream. I'm trying to, you know, work my hardest all the time, every day, you know, to work towards this goal of mine. But, you know, in doing so, I consistently try to show and prove my gratitude for the position that God's put me in. And by doing that is like putting forth effort into this team, like putting faith into this team, my coaches, you know, loving my teammates, whether, you know, I agree with them or not, whether we are on good places, we're in a good place or not. You know what I'm saying? I love them like my brothers, and I go out there and fight for them just as if, you know, like he did for me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't. There's so many scenarios where I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm so blessed and lucky to be here. So that's why it's so cool to me this year, because it's like I'm fighting for two genuine things, and truthfully, two things that are bigger than myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why it means so much to me, and it's just really cool, man. Not to get too sentimental right now, but truthfully, man, like I'm like there is nothing in my life that says I'm, you know, truthfully supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can make all the plans in the world. Like I'm telling you right now, my plan for the longest time was, and Kevin can tell you this, like I'm going to be a teacher and a high school football coach. And I'm going to be the best teacher and the best high school football coach I can be. And I let it, like as a football coach, I really feel like I made big strides every year, learning, coaching, explaining more simply, recognizing more about like what defenses do to try to do these things and how that exposes them other ways. Like and that was my life. Right, Kevin? You knew me back then.
Yeah.
That was it. Like that was my life. And then it's like sometimes God's like, nah, you're gonna go do this now.
Yes.
And you're like, okay. Like
wow.
I don't
This
feel,
is the path you're putting me on?
I don't feel qualified. I don't feel like this, but it's like you've all these reasons you're not at BYU. Like you could not be here, or maybe you didn't think you'd be here, or whatever. It's your rival. Like it was
Literally,
all this.
dude. You know what I'm saying? Like so many things, bro. It's just and like turns out to be the greatest blessing I've ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just gotta go out there and prove it that I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I can sit here and say I'm grateful for it. I can say talk is always cheapest.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's cool because we have this one. Not to get too spiritual with y'all, but like there's this one little memo that we have. You go right outside the locker room, and it's right when you turn left, and it's in the hallway going out to the practice field, and all it says is the Lord loves effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked past that all the time. I'm like, bro, like, I mean, yeah, I get that, but like, like, okay, I didn't truly understand what it meant until like I was like, whoa, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it means so much more to show gratitude to somebody for them doing something for you than just saying thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, one of my friends, he helps me out with a lot of stuff. Actually, shout out Big O Tires.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ryan.
The American Fork location specifically.
American Fork specifically. Ryan is one of the wonderful people in my life who has done a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? That's helped me out a ton. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've like obviously posted him on my story, tweeted about him, but like truthfully, that's just words. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he didn't even do it for anything in return.
Right.
He didn't in the first place. He didn't even do it for anything in return. Right. He's just doing it because he was trying to do me a favor. That's all. And like, I started seeing him helping other people and like them just posting him and just like not talking to him, not having a relationship, not, you know what I'm saying? And I started thinking, I'm like, man, like there has to be a way that I can show him that I genuinely appreciate what he's doing for me. This act of service that he's doing for me. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's something small, and so, I started like thinking ways, and the truth is like, I don't have much. I mean, what can I give him truthfully? Like, the dude is living a great life. You know what I'm saying?
He's
like,
a good dude.
And so one thing is that like, I was like, man, you know what? At least I can do is be my best self for him. You know what I'm saying? If I can go and, give the kids some gloves, you know what I'm saying? Like, sit there, chat it up, you know what I'm saying? Play with him. Like, dude has had me over for dinner multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Just to even, like, be there and try to, like, be a good example to, his sons and just kind of show them, like, like, because there's a lot of athletes out there, a lot of people I'm not saying I'm a celeb or anything, but to my status, that aren't genuine people who don't treat people very kindly or very entitled, as you probably know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like it's important for me to at least give back in those regards. Give my best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not, money or, artifacts, things. Obviously the gloves were, you know what I'm saying? But it was more than just that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. And so in those sense, I started to understand more like, okay, this is what it means truthfully to show that you're grateful.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, okay, well, I'm sitting here saying every day, every morning I wake up like, man, thank you, God. I'm grateful for you putting me in this life. I'm grateful for you putting me in this situation. Thankful for, a roof over my head, a car to drive, a beautiful car to drive, you know what I'm saying? A wonderful facility, a wonderful team. I can go on. Every morning I'm saying that, but like, I'm not changing anything about the way I'm living.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not changing my habits. I'm not changing my preparation. I'm not changing, the way I go about serving other people. You know what I'm saying? Even like a spiritual side of it on all phases. And so it was really cool for me, bro. It was like eye-opening because like a few months ago, actually it was in January, I was like, you know what? I'm going to show my Heavenly Father and Jesus that I truly am grateful through effort. Through this little saying that I kept walking past every single day. You know what I'm saying? I finally understood what that meant. And that's being a disciple, truthfully. And that's also that's taking my preparation on a football field to the next level. That's me going and stretching, taking my nutrition seriously. You know what I'm saying? That's me watching film. That's finally acquiring the sleep is for the week. You know what I'm saying? Like I wake up early and like watch film all the time. I can go on about a whole bunch of stuff that I changed, but and truthfully, it's a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's more fulfilling and truthfully means more to me. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So that's why it's so awesome because those two things I was talking about, like my future and just like me being here on this team, like truthfully, man, like that's all of it. Both sides are just a blessing.
Yeah.
Like I come from like nothing. I'm from Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go in my backstory. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that was set in stone saying, all right, this is where you're gonna be. You're gonna play in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from a different country. You know what I'm saying? Like you even say I'm playing Division I in America. There was only like 10 people who went Division I from the country in my graduating class, and 9 of them weren't even playing football in Canada. They were at prep schools. You see what I'm saying? So like it's beyond me. It's always been beyond me. So I don't know, man. It's cool.
There's a lot of scriptural stuff that backs that up, and we don't want to turn this into like the Hank Smith, John By the Way podcast, but maybe we get him as guest someday.
Absolutely.
But there's the law of the harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Like you reap what you sow.
Yep.
Right? You can't sow this and reap something different. Like so with the effort you put in, that's the results you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's done. Like the season you're having and the season you're going to have is already done because you sowed it back in January. I remember running into you at Chubby's right after your meniscus. Do you remember this?
Yep.
And we were like chatting it up, and I didn't even know
Yep.
that you were playing on a 2 torn meniscus
Yep.
back then. And we were talking, but back then when you made those choices and you made those changes, is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. And then the Savior said, like, as a man thinketh, like so is he. So the more grateful you are, the more you're pouring love into this. Like, I know people who would do almost anything for you because you have given them attention and time and respect and gratitude. And they know what you're about because of that. They would do anything for you, right? So it's all powerful stuff. Kevin, do you have something to say? I thought you were gonna.
I love that it's not what's the saying on the wall again?
The Lord loves effort.
I love that it's not the Lord loves results.
Mm-hmm.
I love that because man, I try and I fail a lot.
Yep.
A lot.
Don't we all?
But I'm glad he appreciates my effort.
Mm-hmm. And he blesses you for it.
He blesses
in ways
you
that you
for it.
don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, bro. Yeah, I get. We can keep going into it, but it is a very cool, aspect, and a lot of people. I mean, shoot, it's something most people have been taught their whole lives, but it's just cool, that I've had my personal experience with it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to share that with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
Everybody listening, man.
I tell my kids about it. I could tell them about it, but until they experience
it, bro, it
becomes real for them.
It's the talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, man, it means a lot to me, and sometimes it honestly just helps me just live in grace, truthfully. And when things don't go my way, like shoot, I've gone 3 games with no sacks.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Right? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, don't even get me started. But like I sit here, I'm like, man, like it's my last season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm playing good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though the stats might not show it truthfully. You know what I'm saying? But like I know I'm playing good. I know I'm doing me. I'm doing you know what I'm saying? But like I kind of in the past I've kind of let it diminish me mentally. You see what I'm saying? And like, man, like what the hell? Like I know I'm a good pass rusher. I know I'm supposed to be this, but why am I not doing it? Like why you know what I'm saying? What's the point? And like something that I've been able to learn for myself is that God did bring me here. He put me in this position. And I also understand that my time will come. And literally I remember back to January, I said, you know what, whatever happens this season, it's in your hands. Whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? Whether I do good, whether I don't, whether I start, whether I don't, look, I have faith in you. You know what I'm saying? I will stick to that for the rest of the season. You see what I'm saying? And so, like, after every game, it's not me being, just taking it for what it is and being like, okay, whatever, it is. Nah, it's more like me being like, all right, I see what I did this game. I see how I can, improve. And every game I've improved in many ways, you know what I'm saying? But it's more so as, okay, I have faith in you and what you have planned for me this season. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant for me, it's meant for me. If it's not, at least I did everything I could and I believed in you.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed you how grateful I am for you putting me in this position. Because beyond football, I'm blessed in more ways than, I can even count on my hands.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Beyond football. So not me saying that I'd be good without football. It's just, it's put me in a position just to give it to him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so that's where kind of like the grace comes from and the peace kind of sets in, you know what I'm saying? And truthfully, it's allowed me to play the best I've ever played in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day I was watching, because, we have film from like since 2005.
Yeah.
All the games, all BYU's games. I was like, man, I've been sitting here watching a whole bunch of film on Kansas State. I'm like, man, I need to switch it up. I need to watch something else. And I was seeing just about like the 2021 game. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that was probably one of my best games I've ever played. And truthfully, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, that was the case, right? And then I was watching the film. I'm like, bro, I am a completely different athlete. Like I'm not sitting here trying to blow gas up my butt. You know what I'm saying? Blow smoke on my butt. But truthfully, man, like the player that I am now, the football player that I am now, is night and day different. You know what I'm saying? More assignments down, a million times more physical, you know what I'm saying? Just in all phases, And it's crazy because that way, in that time of my life, I was doing it my way, if that makes sense. I was living my way, preparing my way. And now this time, I'm doing it my way, but not really, no. I'm doing it more like in the way of how I feel like my Heavenly Father would see fit. And you just see the difference, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like a realization for me, like, man, like, I'm obviously doing something right. If this is the case, I'm obviously doing something right. So it's just really cool, man. That's one thing I always try to tell a kid, like, not like the young guys on my team, like, man, like, you gotta live with grace, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you can sit here and tell your kids all you want. I sit here and try to share it with so many young guys coming up. I'm like, man, this, you know what I'm saying, share my side of it. But, at the end of the day, it's my story. It means something in my heart, and, eventually if they figure it out, they figure it out, and good for them. But
dude, I remember as a missionary being like, oh, I'm a good talker. I'm charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll contact people. Like, I'll do this. Over the first few months, trying to learn a language too, like doing that and having some results. Like, okay, like, yeah, like I had some results. And then, you get trained and you get taught and things, and people are like, no, like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Just do everything you're supposed to do 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Keep all the dumb mission rules, the ones you don't agree with, do them the right way. Do this, do that, do that. Pray for this, pray for that. Don't be worried. Like if your motive is I want to get baptisms because I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah,
that's gonna be cool if I get baptisms. Like I'll be a cool guy.
Right.
To Heavenly Father, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll do it how you want me to do it. I'll go knock any door. I'll do anything. I'll do whatever. Just tell me where to go. I'll turn it all over to you in your hands and do it there. And it was like, we had way more success. And people tell you this and they tell you this until like it clicks for you. Then you go and you do it and you just like start seeing miracles happen, man.
Right.
You're like, whoa. It's like not people getting baptized, like families getting baptized. Like,
yes.
You're like, and then you have that happen one or two times, you're sold. Like, oh, yep, this is the way to do it. This is the real way to do missionary
Because of
work.
humbling yourself.
And you're doing
right?
it for the Lord's, the Lord's purpose and not yours.
Absolutely.
It's not like I don't care if I write home and have any baptisms or not. I don't care if my friends know I have any baptisms or not. Like, I'm going to do this because Heavenly Father wants me to do this, and I'm going to serve Him. And then it's just like
crazy. Huh?
Game changer.
Game changer, man.
So.
I love that. But yeah, dude. So, I think that's I didn't want to, we got a little deep. Hey, man, it's the realist,
That was great
man.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying? We're keeping it real here, man.
That's right.
That's what the whole show is about, bro. But I think this is a great place to cut this episode, man. For y'all still listening, appreciate you. It's probably a longer one than usual, but yeah, man. Great episode. Catch you guys next week. Once again, shout out Chubby's Aura, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Like I said, man, if you're in the area, go ahead and check them out, man. But with that being said, peace. Catch y'all next week.